What is up, poker players?
Oh, that must mean it's time for the Kojak's live stream to kick off on this beautiful, hot Saturday afternoon.
It ain't that hot.
Man, it's been 100 degrees for like 25 days.
It's been 1,000 degrees. But it's getting better out there, and it looks like it is just the right time, just the right place for some poker action here at Kojak's.
Look at this first hand of the night, 99. Overpair on the flop is always sweet.
Always sweet.
Hey, who's that guy right there?
Wait a second. Who's that buff dude wearing the bluff shirt?
I tried to get a buff shirt, but I could only find one with an L in it. Bluff.
Oh, man, we are kicking things off. It has been a long time. Thanks for watching with us, everybody. But, hey, we're back in action. We got George in the house and my man Charlie.
Charlie Boy and George of the Jungle. And we're starting off with a flush draw and no longer an overpair, but a pair above the flop. And you see that 11 outs for Mr. Thomas.
A lot of outs.
Doesn't make it.
Too many. Too many, some would say.
Is there such thing as having too many outs?
I guess so. In this case, it looked like it.
Oh, and he believes his nines are good. He fires out. Looks like 75.
That's a good bet right there. When you bet the overcard and then another overcard to the flop comes on the river.
Makes it hard to follow up.
Makes it hard to follow up. It makes it hard to call, too. You saw that right there.
So, speaking of action, did you know one of our members won event number 39 at the World Series of Poker. The World Series of Poker. Braxton Dunaway pulled out first place. I think it was the Monster Stack event number 39.
What was it? A cool $1.1 million? Congratulations, Braxton.
Yes, congratulations.
That is unbelievable. Yeah, I saw that. That made PokerNews.com.
Yes, that sure did. Poker Bluff, everything. Then Baby Boy Cruz heads from Vegas over to Colorado, and I forget the name of that poker tour, but he played the $1,500 tournament, won first place in that, won $103,000. So then we had two other players cash in some of the side tournaments, cash high in some of the side tournaments at the WSOP. They have their 76, 79 tournaments, and then they, in between, the Aria and all the other casinos there are running other tournaments, but the WSOP also runs smaller tournaments, and we had some of our members pull off some wins. Corey Bradford,
wow.
I want to say he won the Big O. I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me on that. I could be very, very wrong on that.
Yeah, we got a lot of good players out here. Got a lot of good games out here. But, yeah, you ever want to test your skills against tournament-vetted players, come check it out at Kojak's. And the cool thing about poker is if you're intimidated by that level of skill, you just fold. Get out of the way.
Yes, and if you're...
Ooh, look at this. Dirty. 6 on the turn. Gives Pete trips.
And Hunter leads out with King 10. He's going to find out real fast where he is.
Yep.
I bet you Pete might just call, though.
A smooth call from the button doesn't sound that bad. Really keep your range real wide with that. Ooh, a third diamond.
That might have shut down Pete's action.
Yeah. A scare card of scare cards right there, especially with Pete just calling on the button. If you're Hunter, you got to assume he's probably chasing some sort of draw.
And Hunter's completely capable of checking a flush right there just to see what would happen. But Hunter's also smart enough to know that King 10's no good.
Yeah, right King 10. You got King High. To be fair, you got 4 to a straight. To be fair,
this would be it's a $65 bet. That would be a hard call of $250.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There he goes, getting rid of it.
So we are back in action. Kojak's live. Welcome out to all who are here.
Yeah, we got a couple of tables running right now. Speaking of all who are here.
Yes. Just trying to get your name for the live stream and stuff.
And we are playing $5 on the button. Very interesting blind structure, where the button is kind of the best position to be in, and the blind gives you a discount on anything that happens.
Yeah, so essentially you are the cutoff and the big blind.
At the same time.
It's a different concept. If you've never played it, you have to come witness it one time just to understand it. It is a crazy high-action, high-velocity game.
Extremely.
We've got another table running out on the floor right now, and it started about 30 minutes before this one. And so our buy-ins on 5 on the button are $200 to $800. And within 15 minutes of the game, we had 2 people with stacks over 2,500.
Gee, yeah, that sounds like Kojak's to me.
Yes,
That sounds like Kojak's. And I have referred a couple of good buddies to come check out some Kojak's $5 on the blind games. They all had very positive things to say about the blind structure.
10-4, good buddy. So we do have some action here. Vitali's never scared. Neither is Michael. Hunter is exceptionally great tournament player. Pete is a great tournament and cash player. So we are definitely going to have fireworks. Look at that.
7, 8, 9, jack.
A gut to the 10. First
Wow.
person to rep it because nobody has a 10.
Right.
5-3, that's the best hand in poker.
I was about to say I won a couple of pots last night playing 5-3.
Uh-oh. I heard you took everybody's money last
I
night.
did. I kind of feel bad about it, but what are you going to do? That's the game.
Hey, when they try to give it to you, you just take it and smile.
I know. And I was trying to play soft. I was trying to bet way too big so that nobody would call me. End up getting 3 callers.
And
What
then
are you
it just
supposed to
keeps
do?
going from there. So there's an old quote on the movie Rounders. If you look around at the table and you can't find who the fish is, you're the fish.
It's probably you.
Yes.
Rounders, yeah, hot take, man. My second favorite poker movie is Rounders. My first favorite is James Bond,
Oh,
Casino
yes.
Royale.
Oh, man, that is
That
such
is
a great.
Excellent movie. And the poker scene in that is like really good too.
Oh, we got a tournament running outside. Had a little over the Saturday bounty had $3,500 in the prize pool. Today.
Okay.
First place sitting right around $1,400.
Woo. Love the bounty tournament.
$1,650 in bounties. So every person you knock out, that's a $50 bill.
Gah. And tomorrow you're running freeze out, right?
No tournament tomorrow.
No tournament tomorrow.
No tournament
Okay.
tomorrow.
My mistake.
So we're about to do some remodeling up here at Kojak's.
Oh dear.
Get a little facelift, put in some fun stuff for the players.
Okay.
And so this month we scaled back a little bit to 2 tournaments a week, and then next month we're going back full force and get the players what they want. They've been asking for some tournaments, so we've got a whole new tournament lineup scheduled to come out next week, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Going in hard. Thomas got top pair right here. Oh, a third club. That gives Pete the flush.
Oh, 5 deuce.
But a baby flush.
Yes.
Tiny, tiny flush.
So what does he do if like a 10 of clubs comes out? That's
Oh.
a hard move.
Oh, it's an 8. It's an 8 of hearts instead. That would have really made things interesting with that 10. Pete leading out. Leading out.
He says, I missed.
Or sorry, Thomas leading out.
So if you haven't been to Kojak's lately, we actually have a brand new general manager,
Hey.
Miss Kelly. Most of the players here know her as Big Red.
Okay.
Got that bright red hair, and she is now the GM of Kojak. She's got a lot of experience in the poker industry, a lot of dealing experience.
Where's the applause button on here?
Let's try applause number 1.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey, all right, Big Red.
Yes, welcome in,
Woo!
Big Red. I like that. I forgot about the soundboard. But Kelly does absolutely deserve an applause for that. She's coming in.
All right, one more.
One more.
You say the word.
Yes. Good thing you didn't accidentally hit the boo button. That would have been bad. But Miss Kelly's coming in, and business is getting crazy right now. We had 2 tables of the tournament. It has recently broken down into 1. We've got 2 cash games running. We've got list up for round of each. We've got 5 on the button PLO. So whatever your poison is, if you're sitting at home on this beautiful Saturday afternoon,
What are you doing?
head over to Poker Atlas, and
Yeah.
we've got 5 on the list for a round of each. That looks like it's getting close. We've got, of course, this running right here. We've got a list for this. They'll be filling in as we're playing.
That's right. Now, stream games also are great for if you're new to poker and you're starting to take it really seriously. This way you can see how your decisions actually stack up, almost in real time.
And it's almost a cheat sheet because it tells you your percentages.
Exactly.
It tells you your equity, your starting stack. Right here, Kojak on the flop with a
Hey, yo. Love that.
and they whiffed that flop, didn't they? 9 deuce, first to bet's going to be first to win.
That's right. There's a position bet right there.
30. And that's how easy poker is. ladies and
Easy
gentlemen.
money.
9
Easy
deuce
money.
pulls in $50.
Yeah, and if it were me, I'd just get up and leave. Take my $50 and run. I'm kidding.
Where else can you make $50 in 5 minutes?
5 minutes, exactly. Without showing any skin.
Yes. Oh, that is true.
Uh,
That is true.
I don't think... I told my mom when I was in high school, I said, I'm not going to college. I'm going to drop out and be a stripper. And she said, if you think you can make money doing that, it's like, man, that's savage.
So Corey Bradford also finished. He just played another tournament out at Choctaw.
Very good.
He finished 7th place in the Big O. Nice little $2,335 payday.
Okay. Congrats, lucky number 7 right there. Now, Hunter with a couple of suited connectors here. Some of my favorite hands to play.
Oh, the 67.
Almost as good as the 69. Almost.
Hey, you're dang right. So here we go. 3-way action. The flop. Flop comes out. 9-5 king. 9-5 king.
2 players making a pair of 9s right there.
And Hunter has that gut shot to the 8.
That sweet, sweet gut shot.
He
I feel it on the river. Turn's going to be a blank.
No, it'll be an 8 of diamonds.
I'm thinking 3. Ooh, a 6 of spades.
So now he paired up, and he still got the gut shot draw.
That's it.
So everybody's got peace in this.
Mm-hmm.
The 9 deuce is looking for a deuce and a deuce only, though.
Oh, the jack right there. Wow, that pretty much seals it. I mean, of course, it seals it.
He leads out with 2 green chips. That's a $50 bill. Playing for $50 bounties in the tournament. They're playing for $50 on the river here.
2 squirts.
Yeah, 2 squirts.
Look at that. It's been, what? It feels like 6 months, but
Yeah.
can't forget the lingo.
Well, now we're back to action. And as you can see, Mr. Conan pulling in a beautiful pot.
Nice.
We
60
shall call
bucks.
him the Barbarian. He is the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian. Michael Z. I hadn't seen him in Kojaks in a little while. He comes back in ready to play. Talking about his golf game. Apparently, he's a pretty dang good golfer.
Okay.
I would like to put him and Hunter up against each other because
Wow.
Hunter's going to shoot about 75 to 70, 78 every round.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good score. I don't know much about golf, but I do have a set of clubs.
Uh-oh. We'll have to get us out there on the golf course one day, do a live stream from out there.
Oh, man. You ever see a ball go sideways, up, and down in the air?
And all in one hit.
I'm going to make it happen.
Conan looks down. King 4 of hearts in the muck. Michael Z likes the Jack
Ooh.
7 of hearts. There's another heart out.
That ace of hearts right there.
So 5 hearts are out. Michael Z's playing Jack 7. We got pocket 4s and 10-3 Pete. He checks it off. 15 in the pot going to the flop. 9 deuce is hot with a 10.
There it is. Those 4s got to be feeling pretty good when you're what are we, 5, 6-handed?
Yep, 6-handed. We got 2 players that have already bought their chips. They're just waiting to come on in.
Yep, you see those racks right there. Yeah, pocket 4s, I probably would have bet a little bit more pre-flop. Try and take it down right there. And you'll notice as the player pool at the table shrinks down, the range of playable hands gets extremely wide.
The shorter action you are, the more playable different hands are.
Thomas probably grateful that he didn't really do too much pre-flop. Michael picking up a straight right here. And he bets he'll take it down. Very serious game right now. A lot of players playing cautiously. Playing wide pre-flop as per usual. And, of course, with the small amount of players at the table, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But-
neat thing about starting a stream off is usually we don't start them until it's full 9-handed, but this way players can come and go as they want to. It's kind
Right.
of something different, something in the afternoon. We don't really offer a whole lot in the early afternoon for players, but this is a new way to look at that.
Exactly. And it's cool as a viewing experience for you guys watching us, which, by the way, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. But it's really cool to see kind of the dynamics of what you might call live TV poker. Kind of a behind the scenes. This is what it's really like. And looks like Conan the Barbarian with that ace Quisha right there. Michael Z with King 9. So here I go complaining about the action, and looks like it's heating up and fast. Pete L, not a bad hand either with that Jack 9. Probably wishing he was having those pocket 4s, though, again. As we see the turn come a second 4, would have made quads. If he was holding his last hand holding, obviously. Conan the Barbarian. Love it. Oh, does he let it go? Wow. And the best hand folds. We got Michael with the king 9, king high, now the second best hand. And Pete technically only has 3 outs, but with that aggression right there, he's able to take it down. Doesn't need any of those 3 outs. Those 3 jacks left in the deck. And we are on to the next hand right here. Well, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying it out there. Man, I got outside, sat around in my backyard. I'll admit it, I popped the shirt. You know, I was having a good time. It finally cooled down a little bit out there. It's a little breezy, feels great. But I tell you what, it feels good outside. It does not hold a candle to the sweet, sweet AC that we have in Kojaks. Oh, man, it always feels great here. And you know what? Anytime you're playing poker, you know, it's a fun game, and especially with this crowd right here, it's always a good time. Pete with that ace deuce. Gonna raise it up, it looks like, 30 bucks. Michael with the ace queen now. Ace queen on the button, second time in a row. And he elects to just call. Not trying to scare Pete off while he's got him dominated. Let's see an ace high flop. Ah, we got a queen high flop instead. Michael hitting that pair right there. Yeah, Pete doesn't have much equity. 1% here. No diamonds, no ace. Okay, well, he turned a diamond. He's 3 to a flush now. And that locks it up for Michael. Now, Pete drawing absolutely dead. Let's see if Michael can extract a little more value here. Nope, he does not. Pete makes the correct fold. Taking down 70 bucks there for Michael. So we had ace queen on the button, 2 hands in a row. Ace quisha. And we're just picking up here. We're just beginning to see some action. Looks like we got another player at the table. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Uriel just, I saw him in, oh no, I saw, in there where we do the bets, you can see the live players, but you can't see their cards. And Uriel just sat down, so he'll be in just a second.
There he is.
Seat number 2.
Number 2. Yeah, we got a couple of racks. We are filling up the game. We're running a tournament right now. I was spectating. Man, that tournament is fire. Intense over there. Much like camping.
Look at this, 5-3, razor up.
Oh, here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Here
how you
we
play 5-3. I'm rooting. I'm in your corner, Hunter, on this one.
Come on, Hunter. And Michael Z with that ace jack, the amber jack right now. The highest equity technically, and then, oh no. It's over for 5-3. Sorry,
Yes.
Charlie.
5-3 is in the water, dead.
Oh no. Thomas
Betting his draw, open it.
betting his draw. I love to see it, but Michael's holding one of his outs, so he's a little shorter than he thinks.
Michael's only going to call.
Smart, good smooth call right there. Let him catch up. You don't want him to catch up too much.
Aces are dead.
Oh, aces are dead.
Oh, and aces are dead, and he hits the
He
one
hits the
card.
9.
Holy crap.
Now, it is a 9 of hearts, so he might be a little bit afraid. Maybe my straight is no good to a flush. And Michael, of course, drawn to a boat, obviously.
Oh, he said all in.
Wow. Wow. Good, strong play right there.
And you know what? He's probably going to get paid off because he doesn't have a ton of chips.
Yeah, it's not a huge bet. And relative to the size of the pot, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's about a full pot bet.
That's a good.
175, 175, 350.
Now, I love that betting structure. When you see a good player able to calculate in his mind what's going to happen on the next street, how do I get all my chips in by the turn? Oh, man. What a decision right here for Michael.
So it's $175 for a chance to win 345.
About 2 to 1.
I don't see him getting away from. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so if he would have had the ace of hearts in his hand, it's an instant call.
That's an instant call, absolutely. But with just the trip jacks, yeah, that is difficult because you got to know, or you got to be wondering, is my opponent representing the jack, or does he know that I have a jack and he's trying to get max value?
Look at that. He flips the jack face.
Yep.
So he's on a draw. We know the other 3 nines are in the deck. I don't know how
Right.
many queens are in the deck. Looks like he's got a 23% chance.
That's right. About a quarter of the deck will help him out. Now, I did do that trick last night at my home game.
Yes.
I turned 2 pair. Guy I was playing against went all in, and I said, I just turned 2 pair, and his eyes went, oh, no. Love that play by Michael, just
Oh,
turning over one
he's-
card. Wow, made the
said-
right fold.
He said, "I'm going to respect your bet."
I'm going to respect this applause button again.
Yes. Stand up and
Wow. He got away from it.
That's not easy to do.
And even getting 2-1 on his money.
And he just said, "Nice hand, sir."
Yeah.
That's
Unbelievable.
That's a major league fold right there.
Major league fold.
Wow.
You should feel good about that. You should feel very good about that.
And you can hear him. He
Did you
called out
hear
his
him?
hand.
Yep.
Ace Jack.
Ace Jack.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. Good players here tonight on this stream. Or I guess this afternoon, this dinner time.
Yes.
Had Wiener Schnitzel for the first time in my life, thanks to
That was
Charlie.
your first time?
First time ever. Was actually really tasty. Got a little heartburn right now, but
Man, it is so great. So great.
had a coworker from Iowa or Idaho or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She loved Wiener Schnitzel. She was always all about it. I guess it's a northern thing. Have hot dogs, fast food. Hey, I see why it caught on, though. Looking pretty good. Pete now looking at a pair of 5s.
55. Thomas with the ace-6. Everybody's playable. Queen Jack suited, 10-9 suited.
Everybody's looking pretty good. Yeah, that Queen Jack suited against the 10-9 suited.
The 7-4 will probably win.
Uriel got 13%.
Queen Jack suited just flops the nuts.
Just take it on the flop.
And Michael Z hits 2 pair.
Wow.
The worst card in the world next would be a 5.
Oh, my God. Yeah, let's get the 5 of spades out there. Give Uriel at least a
Yeah, that
flush
way
draw.
he gets a chance. That
Yeah.
way we've got a set, we've got 2 pair, we've got a flop straight,
Man.
and we've got the only spade draw.
Love that. Michael betting 50, Hunter raising to 150. Oh, and Michael goes all in.
And Hunter called. Snapped
Wow,
it.
snap call.
And look at that, Michael's still smiling, like he
Snap
knows
call.
what's coming.
Oh, he's a pro. Oh, another. Ace.
Ooh.
Wow.
So Hunter doubles up right there.
Man, those 2 aces, too, even downgraded Michael's hand.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a
That
quick
was nasty.
bet, all in, call.
That's it. That's how it goes. Easy money. Easy money when you're on the good side of that.
I wish I had one of them pockets. He reaches down in his pockets, pulls out some black chips. Look at that.
I did that one time just to feel
Oh, look at
cool.
this. And then he had to slide 200 more over because he said, hey, you shorted me 200. And look at this. Reach back in there and pull out some more.
He's got black chips on black chips ready to go. Hey, that's how you know you come to play.
Yes.
You got a pocket full of blackies.
I think he
And
he
it looks
thought
like he's
about
got
it.
a couple of bills, too.
Yeah, he thought about buying some more, man. This is going to be a great game. Holy crap.
Love that. Now, it looks like we've got some real players here right now. And again, we've got a couple of more getting ready to jump in. We saw Uriel add on there, seat number 2. We got another rack right by Michael. Got another player ready to jump on in. But, yeah, it takes a minute sometimes for the players to learn each other, see how each other is playing, what's the strategy. And then it gets wild. And it looks like we're starting to see that action picking up here. Very excited. Very excited. Great to be back in the booth. Great to be watching poker with you guys at home. And again, we really appreciate everybody for coming out, checking things out. Lindsay, hey, I know that place. Lindsay, I know you. And it looks like we are just ready to have a good old time today. That's all I can say. All right, here we go. A couple of junk hands. Let's see if any players want to make a move with them. Doesn't look like it. King 4 suited. Good enough to raise for Hunter. And Uriel. Oh, King 4 suited. Hits a pair of kings right there. We are doing the blind hand. Play against Uriel right here. And that blind hand didn't last too long. Just a bet and a fold right there. Get the players talking about some of the previous hands. Love it. Love it. Yeah, it's you know, poker's such an interesting game because you're out for other people's money and other people are out for yours. But you know, there's the element of sportsmanship is just so astounding to me, especially at a cool club like Kojak's, where everybody's just buddies. Uh-oh. Hunter's got the deuces. Thomas got the rockets. And he does decide to raise. Not getting cute. Just going to play him by the book, it looks like. And Uriel makes the call with an ace. So one of Thomas's outs to hit a set is out of the way here. Flop comes queen high, queen 5-4. Hunter with the under pair. Not much you can get out of that. But Uriel, a couple different ways to turn a straight draw. Does decide to make the call with his overcard. Hunter getting out of there with his pocket deuces. Didn't hit a set. Didn't hit a straight draw. Just getting on out of there. Oh, I'm sorry. The graphics looks like they lied to me. The aces win. Always good when that happens. Winning a little bit here instead of losing a lot. And again, we are going to start filling up the seats here. We've got a couple players getting ready to jump on in. A couple players still wrapping up in that tournament. It is an interesting tournament, I'll tell you what. Once we get down to the final table, you know, in a tournament like what we have today, you get some high intensity hands. You get some high action. Looks like Uriel got the 5 deuce suited. Making a raise, making a play. I like it. Thomas decides to pitch it. Offsuit ace. Not good enough to jump into the pot, especially out of position. You know, that's tough. Technically folded the best hand. Technically by a lot. But you know those moves, you can get away with them every once in a while, especially when you're shorthanded at the table. And it looks like we saw one of the players just seizing the spot right there. And we are playing $5 on the button. Every once in a while we'll do a variable blind game, which is pretty interesting. You can do between $10 and $25 on the button. That's always interesting. But this one, nope, just straight up 5 on the button. And Pete picking up a suited ace right there, looking pretty good. These clubs been hitting.
Have they?
They've been hitting. Oh, look at this, 3 aces right out of the deck.
I like the ace-7 the best.
Ace-7 looks like, I got a feeling about it too, I'll be honest. 7-7.
Ace-jack flopped gut to the king.
Ooh.
Hunter picks up the only pair. If you look at his equity, he's 55.
Oh, there's another club, though. There's another club. That 10, not likely the scary part of that card, just the suits.
I like that. 30 into 70.
Now, it looks like everybody's got it looks like everybody's got a piece of that. Everybody's got a club. Oh, 9.
9.
Not good enough for that straight for Michael. Not good enough for that flush for Pete.
And nobody's going to stab at it.
And Hunter with the ace-3.
Action's on Michael. He's not even going to stab at it. Hunter's got to show his ace-3. He's going to see ace-jack, ace-7 real quick.
He's going to show. Oh, that's funny.
You're a killer.
And And that's the game.
That's the name of the game.
That's the game.
Lowest pair on the board can win.
Love Clyde's room, by the way. If you haven't had a chance to play in Clyde's room, it is very, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say cozy because that has kind of sometimes a negative connotation, but it really is very cozy, kind of private, just really, really fun to play in there. Comfortable. Comfy cozy.
Elegantly comfortable.
Indeed. Yeah, that's much better way to say it. And that's another big perk to playing these live stream games is we put them in Clyde's room, and boy, what a good time.
Seat number 4 is worn out. That's where Clyde said every game. That was his seat.
Seat number 4.
So they call that the best luck seat in the house.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, looking back on my time playing,
Yep.
seat 4 was the one that took it down every time.
So action moving on around. Flop comes out 77-8.
Okay. Nobody really with a piece of that. Maybe Uriel.
No, he
Maybe.
He either flopped the nuts or flopped nothing because he's checking it on. 10 of clubs on the turn. That does put three clubs on the board, and Uriel leads out with 15.
There it is. We got a call.
Snap call with that open-ended 9 right there.
Yeah, that barbarian getting barbarous right here.
Pete's got top pair.
Oh, it's a jack.
And the 9 hits.
Wow. Wow.
Let's see what Uriel has.
Pete open fold.
He calls.
Wow. Let's see. Is it a chop pot? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Maybe Uriel had a 7. Can't read from here, I'll be honest. My eyes don't work the same way anymore.
Beers coming around. The Barbarian picking up another one.
Love it. Let's get loose.
Oh, I forget about that. He is colorblind.
Ah.
And that he struggles with reds and greens. He's got to look at the denomination of the chips, and that's why he's got such a big separation between those two stacks with him right there. He plays a lot of tournaments out at Kojaks, and he struggles with red, green, and blue.
Interesting.
You'll notice that separation of the chips because he has to look at them all individually.
Uh-huh. Huh, what a pain.
I love how people, I'm not going to really call that a disability.
Yeah.
But and I'm not going to call it a disadvantage, but how he overcomes adversity.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
I had a couple of coworkers. You know, my job involves a lot of charts and stuff. A couple of coworkers are colorblind, and they make it happen. You're right. It's not exactly a disability or disadvantage if you're able to overcome it.
Oh, I like every hand here except for the 95. That's the Dolly Parton.
Yep. You know what? You're right. I even like the King 7.
Yes.
I feel like that's a real lucky hand, too. A mathematical favorite is
because if a 7 hits, that puts the 65 in play. The 92. We just said the 92.
92?
Oh, no, it was 95. Sorry, 95.
Oh, man. Yeah, Pete flopping that set of deuces right there. That's such a powerful hand because nobody sees that coming.
I didn't even see it, and I'm looking at
and
the
you're
screen.
Looking at it.
Oh, Uriel's looking for that 3.
Oh, it's an ace instead.
Now, whatever Uriel leads out with, check. No 3 for Uriel. So the set of deuces is in it to win it.
Hard to play those out of position, too, because you got to keep the other guy on the hook.
And you hope he has an ace right there. Unfortunately for Pete, Uriel did not have an ace.
No aces to go around. Oh, man, those coffees, too. Another advantage to playing at Kojaks. They just keep on coming. That coffee machine back there. Oh, my God. Some delicious, tasty treats. And they give you the caffeine jolt.
Well, we are, I think we're putting in a small little kitchen. We'll be serving pizzas, hot dogs, nachos, stuff like that.
Okay.
So that is coming.
I tell you what, you get those nachos that they sell at the gas station with that fake cheese. I am here every day.
So I don't even like to buy the nachos with the fake cheese. I like to go grab a bag of hot Cheetos, slice it, and dump that cheese in there.
Oh, my God. It's so good. It's garbage for you, but, man, it tastes good.
Have you ever lit a hot Cheeto on fire?
I have not. I'm afraid to hear about what happened.
Okay, when you go home tonight, if you have hot Cheetos, find yourself a lighter in your house and light it on fire.
Oh, God.
It is a mini blowtorch.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man. Flaming hot, huh?
Yes. It cannot be good for your insides.
Not exaggerating. Well, shoot, I eat some flaming hot Cheetos, and my hands get stained. for about 2 weeks afterwards. So I'm sure something's going on there. Something chemical.
So my wife likes the Flamin' Hot Fritos.
Those are delicious.
They're hard to find, so for Christmas we always buy joke gifts also. I bought her a box that looked like it would fit a sofa, and I filled it full. I filled it full of $300 worth of hot Frito bags, and they are like a month and a half expired because they all expired in May.
Yeah.
And she is still eating them. She said that's the Best Buy date. That's not the expiration.
Yeah, right. Best Buy. Exactly. They still work. They're fine. They don't go bad like milk.
No.
Man, excellent gift. 10 out of 10 right there, I got to say. And we got the ace 10. Well, Hunter's got the ace 10, I should say.
King 66.
The king hits. Michael making a pair, but Pete making a better pair with that kicker. Couple ways to get a chop, though, if you're Michael. Oh, there's the ace.
That's the chop card.
That's it. Hunter, though, picking up that pair of aces.
Oh, I'm over here looking for the chop for them. I didn't even realize Hunter's got a 98% lock on this hand.
You're right, though. Pete and Michael would be chopping. But good luck getting Hunter to fold his pair of aces right
$120 pot. Hunter puts 1/3 bet in, $40. That's going to be enough to pull it in.
Easy game.
Has he lost a hand yet?
He's lost a couple of hands, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it'd be one or two.
He's up $680.
Maybe he hasn't lost a hand. Maybe I'm just crazy.
What is his VPIP? Where's he at? Oh, 55%. That's not bad.
That's about right. That's about right. That's tight by Kojak standards.
That is tight by Kojak's. We've actually got Conan in there at 33%.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Replace him.
Get him out of there. And it's interesting, too. Even playing shorthanded, you'd expect players to play more hands than normal. But, of course, pot odds play a part in there. Six-handed, you can't get better than 6-1.
Six-handed, king
5-1,
six
I
suited
guess.
looks nice. It may be good enough for a raise.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. And it looks like you might take it down. Right there, just getting the blinds. Love that. That's one of my favorite things is you get a walk or you bet and take it pre-flop, nobody raises. That $5 on the button goes right to the dealer.
Don't have to show your cards. Man, I wonder when the next day we're going to get some rain.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. My poor tree outside really needs it.
My water bill keeps going up. My backyard is a water well. My front yard is city water. So my backyard looks like it's part of the Everglades. It's so green.
Beautiful.
Yes, my front yard, not so much.
Oh, man, I got grown-up problems. I got wood ash borers in my tree in my front yard.
It's going to kill it.
I know. So
You
I poured
gotta
some
kill it.
poison on there, try to get rid of them first, but it's not looking good. Not looking good.
Man, all the storms are just north of us. Kansas, Nebraska.
Yeah, not going to be today. Just north of us, huh?
Yep. Isolated hell events to 2.5 inches.
Woo! Yeah, well, at least we dodged the hail. That is never fun.
You know, my grandma, when I was younger, flop comes out ace, jack, deuce. Ace, jack, deuce. Hunter picks up top pair once again.
Wow.
But my grandma always used to say when you're in a big drought with hot temperatures that you have to have a large hell event to break the drought.
Interesting.
So,
Well, she's got that wisdom.
yeah,
Got that wisdom.
some of the old timer sayings like that are just absolutely crazy. But then when it happens, you're like, because they've got the experience, they've seen it happen,
Right.
They've been through it.
Yeah, what do they know that we don't? It's almost like there's an almanac that you can buy written by farmers.
Okay,
that-
now here's my question about this farmer almanac. Okay,
It's scary.
how do they get so close?
It's scary, isn't it? They know everything.
They write it like almost a year in advance.
Yep.
This winter you're gonna have unbearingly cold,
Yep.
dry, and then it comes out cold and dry. And how do they know this?
You know, Nostradamus actually never died. He's still alive, and he's still writing farmers' almanacs for the United States.
I'm over here looking like what?
Oh, man, Uriel raising it up with that King 10. Love to see that. Michael getting away from the Jack 3. No, he's still
No,
in it.
he's not getting
Looks
away.
Like he's
It's
not getting
suited.
away. He's in there. Conan the Barbarian still in it too with that queen 5. Hit top pair though on the flop. He's already ready to go. We got a card wash right here. Just washing them up.
I went to rotate him, and he's sitting in there. Joey's already in there.
You know, it takes a village. It takes a village to run a poker room, poker house.
Okay. So here we go. Cards moving around. Cards moving around. You see the stacks are already growing, waiting on another player to come in. He's sitting in that tournament in there, and he was about out of chips. He had about 12, 14,000 left in chips, and he gave me some money and said, hold my seat out there. I'll be right out of here. And I think he's got about 390,000 chips in the bounty tournament, so he can't really give that up. He may head in here and buy extra chips. Here we go. As action starts to move around the table, Pete, under the gun, raises it up to dirty $30. $30 is new action. Moves around. You see some 7-4, 6-4s going to the pot. So we're going to be heads up. King 10 versus Ace 7. Pete does pick up top pair. Michael picks up bottom pair, but he also picks up that queen to the straight. And there's the flush. The flush does get there. This could be trouble for Michael, though. He's holding. Oh, he doesn't even think about it. He's holding the king high flush in his hand, or king high flush draw. Turn or river card was already out, so he does let it go. That was quick. You can hear the tournament clock going up. Let's take a peek at that tournament and see. Welcome back to the room.
Behind the scenes.
It's fun walking through there and seeing that, isn't it?
Yeah. A little behind the scenes tour. Oh, Pete picking up the aces.
What a
Love
time
that.
to walk back in the room, George.
Hey, you're welcome, Pete.
That's all you. Uriel says Jack 9's good enough for me. Michael Z 7-4 suited.
Oh, man.
Raise up to 20.
I smell a bad beat coming.
Oh,
I
Hunter says
smell-
Queen 6 gone.
Those aces getting cracked. That's my prediction right here. And you know what? It's going to be flush. 7-4 is going to hit that flush. Ace is going to call down.
So flop's going to come jack of spades, 9 of spades. Oh, that'd be so. We always
Man,
root
that's
for the worst.
twisted. Twisted. Oh, you were almost right. We got that jack on there.
1 spade.
1 spade.
Hunter's glad he folded that
Ooh.
Queen 6.
Pete leading out. Smart. He's maintaining the betting lead here.
20. He c-bets with 20. Gets 1 caller.
Ooh, it's an 8.
Now the Jack 9's looking for a 9 or 10 or a Jack to take the lead.
A lot of outs up there. And oh, it's a king instead.
He may think he's good.
Feeling real good if you're Pete.
Look at Pete just slowly milking those aces.
Yep.
And he doesn't show them. Doesn't show them.
You don't want to. And he knows he's not up against a set of 5s. I mean, he could have been, but you probably would have heard from him on the turn.
Yep.
Set of 8, same story.
Hunter got him one of those real nice cold brew coffees.
Hey.
Have you seen the girls here fix those?
Oh, my God. It's magical.
They take the cup, they take the caramel, and they swoosh it around the cup where it's just drizzled all the way down on the inside. Then they take the chocolate, do the same thing. Take the hazelnut, do the same thing. Then fill it up with cold brew coffee and ice. And then fill it up with whipped cream and cover the top in chocolate, hazelnut. I mean, it's insane.
Magical.
Better than Starbucks.
Better than Starbucks, I will agree.
Cheaper than Starbucks.
Definitely cheaper than Starbucks, too. Yeah, you got a lot of amenities over here at Kojak's. And speaking of Kojak's, look at Conan the Barbarian right there.
Oh.
Oh.
And that 9 do straddled, so they're already in it for 10. So there's a raise. Looks like maybe 40, 45.
Might as well. Yeah, it looks like 45. Might as well stay in there. Looks like our graphics are going slow. This is bullet time here.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Think we got an internet issue.
Looks like it is a bandwidth problem here. Yeah. Something's going on. Something's happening, but I'm telling you what, it is building the moment for me.
Yes. Pocket ladies.
Pocket Ladies versus the Kojak. The battle of the ages. Basically, Goku versus Chi-Chi. Yeah, that was nerdy of me. Oh, my God. And it's a queen on the flop. Wow. Queen 10-7. Conan's up and down. Pete hits a set of queens.
And he's also got the only heart.
Yep, he does have the only heart. Oh, he's betting in slow motion. Well, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if you guys are watching the same slowed down video that I am. Maybe my voice is a little glitchy, but just so you know, here on our end, things are moving at about half speed. And like I said, really adds to the atmosphere. Conan bets 50. Pete deciding on a call, a smooth call or a raise. Looks like he's got some raisin chips. And we just lost video. No. Oh, man. What a time. Well, hey, look, if you're watching, follow the sound of my voice. Don't go into the light. We will be back here as soon as our video is restored. Not exactly sure what the issue was. I'm going to click around here, try to keep you busy with my voice. Looks like we've got a couple of people watching. So sorry to... I hope the video is not as bad on your end as it is on ours. It is completely blank. And it looks like we should be back here in a second. I don't want to break anything, but I am going to keep talking. So who wants to write in the comments? Did the straight hit? Do you think the straight is going to hit? Or do you think the queens are going to boat up? Let's see how many votes we can get. And it looks like we're still out of video here. Looks like we are not seeing anything. But a couple of glitches here. We saw it slow down, so we know that we knew that something was coming. But it also looks like I'm not seeing any errors on my end, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I'm going to keep clicking the button. Looks like we finished that hand, and we didn't get to see the results. What a drag. Oh, that would have been such a good one. Oh, man. Yeah, and it looks like I'm not going to mess with these buttons too much. We'll have to go find our resident expert over here to see what we can get to fix this thing. Now, I will, a little behind the scenes, I will tell you, this happened earlier. We got our IT guy, Chris the